Hey guys, it's Audrey, and today I'm here with Juliana, and we're just going to be filming a little get ready with me, and I also asked you guys to leave me some questions, so we're maybe going to be answering those as we get ready, but yeah, we're just going to be filming a little get ready with me, so I hope you guys enjoy. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you're new, and let's just get into it. How did you meet? Let's answer that one.
Because we just talked about this.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
Wait, I feel like we should both say it because I feel like we have two different kind of stories.
Okay. Well, first off, we went to the same middle school and we had civics together in 7th grade. And
math. I always forget
that. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about class at all. We just started talking at lunch and that was kind of it. And then we didn't have a class together the next year and we didn't really talk to each other like as much. And then in 9th grade, that's when we started like becoming close, but I don't even know how that happened really.
Yeah,
like,
honestly, I really
we were talking about it the other day and we were just like,
you want some?
I was at a football game and I came and said hi to her, but I was like not with her. I didn't go with her. I was just like with other friends, and I came up and said hi to her and the people that she was sitting with. And then at the next football game, I went like, I just met up with you and like we went and hung out the whole time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we met, and then we like hung out outside of school.
And I remember you sat next to me, and then we just talked like the whole night.
Yeah. And then after that, we just got closer, and now we're in 10th grade, and we're still friends. So.
I remember, like in 6th grade, knowing who you were, but we never talked. And then like I remember meeting you in 7th grade, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's like so sweet. And then I was like, I want to be friends with her, so I would like talk to you and stuff, but then we like totally disconnected. It was never like we were like besties, but we were always like nice to each other. Like we would always be like, hey, you know, are you going to homecoming, and like talk about things like that. I remember just the football game. That's like when I really first met you. And then over the summer, like we were always friends, and that's we were I considered you one of like a good friend of mine. And then over the summer, I was like, I always hung out with her in a group, and I wanted to hang out with her by herself, or like by ourselves. And then like I invited her over to hang out, and then that's like really when we started getting like a lot closer.
What do you want to do when you're older? I don't really know. I'm not like locked down on something. I'm very open to a lot of different things because I feel like I have a lot of different interests. I definitely want to go to college, and I want to become a psychologist right now. That's what sounds interesting to me. If I got the chance, and like if I became like more successful on YouTube where it could like support me as a career, then I would do it and like become an entrepreneur off that. I feel like that would be really cool, but that's like not something that I can really like. I can
like, it's not a stable.
It's not something that I'm like I'm gonna hit 1 million subscribers. You know what I mean? What about you?
I wanted to be a teacher, but then I started realizing like I used to make my parents like be students, and I would like teach them. Then I like started realizing that maybe that wasn't like a job that I wanted, or was like completely set on. Like when I went to high school, I feel like when you get to high school, you start to realize how many options there are in the world, and how many jobs or like different paths in school that you could end up being interested in. So I feel like now I'm kind of interested in things like medical, or like things that just definitely things that you relate to, like you see people a lot, or kids, because I definitely think of myself as a people's person, and I definitely love being around kids. So
yeah, that's how I feel too.
Related to like that. Like
that's my biggest thing. I just want to do something with like kids, and I want to do something that has like a meaning. My parents, both of them, they didn't go to college to like be like, oh, I want to be a doctor, this is what I love, you know what I mean? Like my mom, she went to college for something else, but that just didn't really work out, so she just like got a job that she could get, and that's how my dad was too. So it's not that they like hate their jobs, but it's just like made me realize how important it is to really love your job, so that's why that's really important to me.
Yeah, that's the same thing for my parents. Like they don't really like their job either, and they always say that they wish that they would go back and do something else or whatever. You know, I think it's just important to do something that you love.
The Blue Cheese says, who's your favorite Canadian?
Definitely not Jane the Blue. Oh.
Where are your guys' favorite places to shop?
My favorite is PacSun, but sometimes it can just get so expensive. Like you can just keep grabbing and grabbing stuff, and then all of a sudden I like leave, and it's like, oh, it's $300. And I'm like, okay, we'll put some of that stuff back.
Yeah. Like I always say that PacSun is one of my favorite stores because it is. but
I noticed that I shop there less because I'm like dreading
so
how expensive it is.
yeah.
Like,
I shop a lot at Forever 21 though because it's so cheap. Well, not all of it, but like it's definitely more affordable for like basic things, which I like to wear a lot.
I feel like it's a good place to find like the latest trends.
Yeah, they have a lot of like trendy things that aren't gonna be super expensive. And it's just such a big store that there's a bunch of options for everyone. Like, no matter what you're trying to find, they'll probably have something similar to it there, you know?
That's how I feel about Zoffel. Like,
Yeah.
when I don't know, like, what, if there's a style that I keep seeing on, like on my explore page or on, like, models or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I, like, want to, like, be trendy and try that, but I don't know if I can pull it off, I'll, like, get it from there, because I feel like I'm not, like, wasting my money that much.
Yeah. Favorite thing to do together?
Honestly, anything I do with you, I kind of have just, like, have fun with. Like,
we take photos a lot together. Most of the time, honestly, we're just chilling. Like,
yeah, we're very,
usually
like,
we're
relaxed. Like, I feel like anything we do, we just end up having fun. I think my favorite thing to do with you, it's so hard because I'm trying to think about and there's, like, so many different things. Like,
we just, like, have good memories no matter what we're doing. Usually we're just going to the pool, relaxing, and we just have fun. How did you feel the first day of freshman year?
I think I was more nervous to start middle school than I was to start high school, if I'm honest.
Too.
I wasn't, like, as afraid.
On the first day of freshman year, I had my sister with me, so that definitely made me feel a lot more, like, confident because she was, like, telling me about the teachers that I had, where to go, like, what to do, and I definitely I thought that high school was going to be different. Like, I thought that all the teachers were going to be mean, which I know just sounds stupid, like, now. I'm like, why did I think that? You know what I mean? But, like, I thought high school was going to be just, like, so boring and so, like, independent and so hard. But it's not like that. Next question, how to be confident.
So, I feel like this is kind of an interesting question for me because I think I struggle with this a lot, like being confident. As I got older, I think it was a lot of my scars. And I feel like that's a major thing that kids in high school deal with. Like, I have scars and acne, and a lot of people do. And I think people are just mean, and I feel like, and they are. But I feel like a big thing, though, with being confident, I think that's what I struggle with. I always am thinking about what other people are thinking about me, and I feel like that is just the biggest problem. And especially in this day and age with social media and stuff, like, of course when you take a picture and you put filters and you edit it, someone is going to look, like, you know, like, and it didn't take them the first try to take that picture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
even just Snapchat, like your streaks. When I'm taking, like, a selfie to send out for my streaks, it's not the first thing that I take.
Exactly.
Like, I take, like, I don't know how many, but a lot to, like, make sure I look perfect, you know what I mean, in my mind.
I feel like also we create this, like, perfect image, which there is no perfect image. Like, I feel like that's a major flaw with our, like, society, like, right now. I feel like, and that's why I think we struggle with, like, lack of confidence. Advice on how to be confident is honestly just be who you are. Like, I just feel like that's just the best thing to do.
You just have to stop caring. Like, one day, if you wear a lot of makeup or whatever you struggle with, if you, like, wear these outfits because you think that's what people want, just one day do something that you want and then see how people react, and no one's gonna care. Like, no one's gonna look at you differently.
Surround yourself with people that make you feel happy. Just somebody that when you're around, you constantly feel like you can be yourself. Don't try to, like, be friends with people who you feel like you have to put an act on to be friends with them, because then it's not a true friendship.
Everyone goes through it, and everyone struggles with it, and everyone gets
handles
over
it differently.
At one point in their life. So if you're not getting over it right now, then that's okay. It just takes time, and you just have to, like, push through it and learn to love yourself. Like, does my makeup look good? I can't really see.
Yeah, I can't really see either, but it looks good.
Okay. I just need to make sure. Okay, Paige asks, what's your favorite and least favorite thing about living in Florida? Okay, my favorite thing is probably the beaches and just, like, the nice weather, but also sometimes I don't like the weather. Like, it just depends. Right now, I am so sad because I just want it to be fall. Like, everyone is in the fall and it looks so pretty, and sometimes I get sad about that, and sometimes I'm happy about that too. Like, all these people are freezing and I'm over here, like, wearing a tank top and being fine with it, you know?
I didn't originally live here. I moved here when I was 8. I think the biggest thing for me is the season change. I loved when the fall leaves would fall down and all my cousins and I, we would make a big pile and then jump in them and do flips into them, like things like that, and watching the leaves. And then when it was winter, we would take the icicles and we would pretend like they were swords and like things like that, and then our hands would be freezing, or we make snowmen, like things like that. When you're here, you don't really have that, and I feel like a big thing is it doesn't feel like Thanksgiving. Favorite thing about Florida, December, or that month when it's just beautiful outside.
Someone asks, tips on staying positive in a negative atmosphere. I am not the type of person, like, if something bad happens or if I'm sad or whatever, I'm not the type of person that will sit around and cry about it. Like, yeah, of course I'll be sad, and it depends on what it is. I just need to continue on with my life. There's still gonna be good things happening in my life, so like, you just kind of have to keep moving on.
When I'm upset, or even just like in general, I'm always thinking about kind of negative things instead of the things that are positive. Also, I feel like a goal. Like when if like something is going on in your life that is really like just taking a really large toll, it's important to find something that you can push forward, like a sport or a hobby or something that you feel like even like YouTube. That's why I feel like that's such a major thing now, is because it's such a good place for people to go to and just zone out from everything that's going on in their life. So I feel like just finding something, and I feel like if something is going on, like a particular situation, like if you're at, say, a football game or anywhere and like something negative is happening.
I think one thing that people don't do is you just have to have the respect for yourself to do something about it and stand up for yourself and just like get yourself out of the situation. If someone's being mean to you, I don't know what the situation would be, but like if someone isn't treating you right, you need to either one, drop them or tell them and try and work it out. Like you can't just sit there and not say anything or do anything. Someone says, what's one thing you guys love the most about each other? I love you. I love you too. And okay, can I go first?
Yes.
Because I know exactly what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm saying.
So, well, I just like that you're a very outgoing, talkative, nice person. Like, that's what I like about you the most, because like I said earlier, I feel like I'm kind of quiet when you first, like, know me, and I think our just personalities, like, we mix really well, because you kind of, like, bring, like, me out of me, you know what I mean? And, like, I don't know, you're just always very talkative, and like you never want to make someone feel awkward or make a situation weird, but like you're just always making the situation good.
Yeah. The major thing is Audrey, like this is kind of like cliche, but Audrey has like such a big heart. Like, and I think that's like one of the things that I love most about her, because she never wants to leave anyone out. She never wants to, like, she obviously no one wants to leave someone out, but like she's always like
thinking about others.
She's always thinking about others, and I feel like sometimes, like, even if you don't know what to say to somebody or what advice to give them, you always are like trying to be there for someone. You're just so nice. Like, it sounds so whatever, but like it sounds so like cliche, but I honestly feel like you just have the biggest heart, and I think that's like such a big thing. Like, and even like when she talks about jobs, like you always want to do something where you're helping someone.
But anyways, so we're done.
I had so much fun. This was so much fun.
This was fun. But now we're gonna go get sushi together, and then we're just gonna have a little sleepover. And yeah, I know. I'm so excited too.
I love talking to you guys.
Yeah, it was so fun. Comment if you want to see more videos with us, because we will if you want to. And yeah, I will see you guys next Tuesday. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to follow my Instagram. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.